Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay and welcome back to our Might and Magic VIII 100% run. In this episode, well, we don't have too many side quests left. In fact, other than the Archimage quest, which we won't be able to do until we have unlocked Regna as a location, and the potion quests. The only side quest we have left really is this one for the ancient troll homeland. And apart from that, there's really only just main quest stuff, although I feel like there are a couple side quests we haven't picked up yet. But mainly, we've been taking care of our side quests pretty well. So made good progress on that. In this episode, I think we're just gonna wrap up this side quest, which isn't gonna take long at all, and we are going to get some of the skill training done that we still had left over. Notably, there's gonna be a couple things I know that I forgot, like Regeneration Master. Let's start, actually, with that. Let's figure out what actually we need to do. We need Vampire to Grandmaster, okay. Regeneration Master, those are two things. You don't need anything. You need Regeneration Expert. And apart from that, you're also good. You need... We were raising Spear and Sword, so you don't need any of those yet. You're already Grandmaster in Plate, which is fantastic. Alright, so we're gonna get our two skills trained up, which was Vampire Grandmaster, Regeneration Master, and Regeneration Expert. Wish there was a quicker way to find them, but there isn't. Okay. Expert Regeneration is in the Iron Sand Desert. Master Regeneration is in Murmurwoods. We'll have to go to Murmurwoods anyway to complete the quest, the Troll Homeland quest. So we'll have to go to Murmurwoods to do the quest. We'll have to go back to Iron Sand Desert to hand in the quest. So we'll be going to these two places anyway. Now we just need to find Grandmaster Vampire, probably somewhere in Shadowspire, if I had to guess. But let's confirm that before I just blindly port myself. Yes, Arachnia in Shadowspire. So let's take care of that first. Shadowspire. And let's search for Grand Master Vampire, who is very close by, we're being told. Alright, just gotta make sure I know where my keys are. And we'll buy some food while we are here. Another 8,000 gold down the... well, not down the drain. Another 8,000 gold well spent. And it might seem like we're losing a lot of gold, but really that's just an illusion, because these, you know, skill masteries are one-time expenses, and they excuse me, here we go. I was once again a bit lost on my keyboard trying to figure out like, in my defense, the key layout for Flight is a bit wonky. It's the it's like page up and page down, and it's I guess I could maybe configure the keyboard, but no, I don't think you can do that. I think the flight commands are like hard-coded, and to change those you'd have to do something a lot more annoying and involved than just changing them in the menu. But anyway, let's forget about that. Like, every time I'm away from this game for a few days, I've got to learn how the flight system works, and I've kind of gotten it. Fortunately, you can look up and down via right-clicking, which is a very welcome addition. Alright, let's not tarry too long, because we do have some stuff to do, but before we go around doing the things I said, I think it's time for us to start making some progress on an unmarked quest. So, I believe we've collected some bounties, and in that sense we've already started making some progress on this quest. But the way the quest I'm talking about is, okay, so in the Guild of Bounty Hunters, they'll tell you what this month's bounty is. This is actually a pretty good bounty. I'm gonna stick with that because this is a place we were going anyway. This is a type of enemy that exists in Murmurwoods. We wouldn't have to go out of our way to find it, and we can just get it while we're doing our regular stuff, so that's good. And he tells us about the Guild of Bounty Hunters, but this last option, bounty exclamation mark, we can get promoted within this guild if we've collected a certain amount of bounties. And this is what I mean by an unmarked quest. Like, this is never going to show up in your quest log, but if you collect enough bounties, and if you then go back to him, you will get promoted, and you'll get some pretty sweet, I believe, experience rewards for the most part, is what you'll get. Give you some accuracy, why not? And I think it might even put something in your character sheets. But regardless of what it does or doesn't do, it is one of the things you can do in this game. For that reason, it is, of course, on our list of objectives for 100% completion. And I think we're done. Now we've got to go to Murmurwoods. Murmurwoods, and the best way to get there is, of course, the same route we've taken many times now, which is teleport ourselves to Alvar and simply fly west. Now, there are a few things we're going to be looking out for in Murmurwoods. What? Fine, I'll kill some ogres. No real reason to, just... It's fun to kill stuff, just as a way to let off some steam, you know? Violence is very cathartic in that sense. Right, now, let's get our spells cast. Is there any reason to cast invisibility? No, because we're strong enough that we don't really care who does what. And a few different things we need to do in Murmurwoods. First of all, we need to find a...
Wish I knew.
Will-o-wisp. Will-o-the-wisp? One of those two is going to be the correct pronunciation. And we've got to find one of those enemy types, and we've got to kill them. Why am I casting all my spells? Well, just out of habit, and it's good practice because these spells will make your life significantly easier. Now, basically, I'm gonna be running after these wisp-type enemies until... Okay, one of them was a will-o'-the-wisp, and we've already killed it. Oh, and these guys will do massive damage to you pretty quickly, so I don't want to be standing there just taking hits for no reason. One thing I can do, though, now that our healing is significantly stronger, is I can actually heal party members properly. healing is stronger, of course, because we are now masters in body magic, which does improve the amount of per skill point healing you get. But not only that, but Eclipse. Its enchantments say off spirit, off body, off mind, which means it acts like this, but for all of those spell schools. So like this one does the excuse me, this one does that for light magic. So that one is doing that same plus 50% rounded down, because, you know, 50% of 7 would be 3.5, we're only getting 3, which is still pretty decent. And as we raise these, you know, it'll just be even better, because it'll be 50% of a higher number. So that was one of our objectives. We were here to kill a will-o'-the-wisp. Next, we were looking for expert regeneration. Master regeneration, sorry. And that's going to go to you, Elspeth. Mylander, is it you? Is it you? No. Where is it? It was Samson, was it? Alright. Let's just go take that, and hopefully this reduces the pressure on Elspeth's health a little bit, because I know I haven't actually been that full of praise for her regeneration as a skill, but it might actually be somewhat useful if it means she can get some, you know, ambient health recovery, like some constant low-level health recovery, and therefore not require us to babysit her too much in terms of her health. Right, we'll take a bit more might as well, and might as well take some of these, some of this action. Could give you some endurance as well. Not that I expect that +2 to make a huge difference, but yeah, since it's there, might as well. So that was one of our objectives. We got our skill training. Next, we have to complete the Ancient Troll Homeland quest. For that, we need to go to this place, the Ancient Troll Home. Luckily, the game
This is exciting.
just straight up tells you in the area name that it's the Ancient Troll Home. And the people we spoke to about it, the quest giver, did give us some hints as to where it might be, and it is, as it turns out, over here in Murmurous. Now we need to be careful of these basilisks, because they can petrify us, they can turn us into stone. I guess if I had remembered that these wisp-type enemies spawned in this area, I wouldn't have spent that time looking for them in the wilderness. But, it's a bit of extra experience, I suppose. That's a dancing light.
I got it!
Dancing light. I don't know if we found a will-o'-the-wisp in here, so... Oh, well, there's one. So we would have been able to complete that bounty objective. What's going on? Would have been able to complete that bounty objective just fine. Fine, I'll pick up some gold. Not that I feel like we're running low on gold or anything, but I know some people are probably going to be a bit annoyed that I've just been leaving gold without picking it up, just because, you know, you play RPGs and you build certain habits, and one, you know, ingrained, almost visceral, you know, frame of mind you get into is that you pick up everything that isn't nailed down. And if you see gold, and if the game allows you to infinitely stack gold, you take all the gold you can get. But this game is kind of on the other end of the spectrum, in the sense of...
Leave it.
Ooh, interesting enchantment for a weapon. Useless, but... thematically, I guess, Templar's Sword of the Sun sounds like a pretty badass item name. But yeah, in this game, gold is so plentiful that you really don't need to try too hard. And if you pick up all the gold, you're only gonna just be... I mean, it sounds so trivial, but like, it does take a small amount of effort
Worthless.
to click, and it does take a small amount of time to click. So you'll only be wasting that tiny amount of time, that tiny amount of effort, for something that's really not going to matter that much at the end. Now, if you've got some specific objective, like, I don't know, you want 1,000,000 gold, and you've set that goal for yourself, then yeah, by all means, go ahead. And there's easier ways to get 1,000,000 gold, or more reliable ways. But yeah, I mean, you can pick up all of the gold that you find and help yourself get there a little bit quicker. So that's, you know, all well and good, but that is not one of the objectives for this series. We're just keeping enough gold to allow us to do the things we need to do, and we already have more than enough in that regard. Okay, I should have bought some food from Shadowspire, but I think this tavern also has a pretty high food
Join the
capacity. Yeah,
Any delicacy you like.
35 is pretty decent. Okay. Now, you might be wondering, okay, we went into this ancient troll homeland, killed a bunch of things, and then you just walked straight out. You didn't pick up any quest item. Like, what's the deal? How are you actually going to complete this quest? And the way this quest works is, I think all you need to do is go inside, and then you're done. And then you can go back to Volog and hand in this quest. We didn't really even need to kill those, but that is actually one of my objectives. It's been my objective since Might and Magic VI. Carried over into Might and Magic VII is that any place that has hostiles in it, my objective is to clear all the hostiles from it at least once, and now that place is one of the ones that is done. Okay. Now, what do we do next? Well, before I screw this up and go straight to Iron Sand, because we are getting kind of close to the end of the month, I do want to make sure that we hand in this bounty. Excuse me? Oh. That was the thing we had to click on. Got our 3,800 gold. We've already collected the bounty. We're not ready to be promoted. How much would we need? I don't actually remember. I think 10,000 sounds like a nice round number, so we'll see if maybe that is the magic milestone. There are multiple levels for bounty hunter promotions, so it's going to take a while to do it. You might be wondering, if it's going to take a while to do it, why didn't you start on this earlier? And the answer to that is I was waiting until we had Leanne Stormlance in our party. Because I didn't want her to miss out on the experience reward, which I think goes to every party member. I also want to check one thing. Okay, good. She is getting credit for our total bounty collection, and not just what we've collected since she joined us. Let me just give me a moment. I just need to take a sip of water to soothe my dry throat. Alright, but yes, that is good that she is on the same page as us, because didn't want to have any potential complications. Alright, now let's go to the Iron Sand Desert. This is going to be annoying because there are going to be gogs. One thing that I need to check before we do anything else is... So there is going to be a test. And we are looking for a test either of speed or of luck. The test is going to be somewhere to the north. It's going to be a... that is accuracy. Which is not what we need. And it's a test, correct? It is a test. Alright, so we're going to be... Let me save the game, actually. Save in this slot. While we're here, let's just get this test done. We've got about a 2 in 7 chance, to be precise. Slightly less than 1/3 of getting the one that we want. Assuming the test is being picked randomly from all the possible ones, and they all have an equal chance of being selected. I mean, we could do, like, even ones that we've already done. Leanne could still benefit from those, but I'd rather get one that the entire party can benefit from. And, like, we just have 2 of those. If we can cross this off the list, that'll be one objective done, and this will bring us closer to that. So we need speed or luck. Come on. Okay, let's not get frustrated. Let's accept the fact that this is based on randomness. Let's get into our Diablo 2 mentality of just going into the Zen mindset of just doing it over and over again without letting each individual failure bother you. Just think of it as a continuum which will end in you getting the thing that you want. Aha! You see? The moment I started thinking positively, it worked. Of course, those things are not correlated, but it nonetheless feels nice. The moment I stopped wanting it so much, that's the moment that it worked. It often does feel like life does that to you pretty often, doesn't it? That you've got to kind of let go of your desire, and only then will you get the thing that you wanted. Right, let's get our 7 skill points. Decent amount of skill points, gotta be honest. And 7 for you as well. Now, let's go back to the village, because we've got to hand in the quest. But ooh, we've also got a couple of, we've got a bunch of other things to do. We've got barrels all over the village. We've also got horseshoes. So I'm just gonna pick up these horseshoes. Oh, we were in Murmurwoods. We didn't trade in the diamond. I tell you what, we'll go back when we have more diamonds to work with. For now, what can we do with 11? Let's move towards Body Magic Grandmaster. With you, one more into Dagger. With you, we're just putting points into Bow, you into Dragon. You can do that. Okay. Next on our agenda is we're looking for Expert Regeneration. Where were you? And which direction are we? Okay. to the south. This house, maybe? Tarrant? There we go. Now, I think we're mostly... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Mostly done here, but... we do still need to hand in our quest. We also... I was gonna say we could... like, even though we've already found all the artifacts, I was gonna say we could still look at the rock. You know, the hidden chest, the secret chest by the Lake of Fire. But I don't think I want to bother with that. Instead, let's just hand in our quest. Volog Sandwind. Volog Sandwind. Where the hell are you? Nope. Where is this guy? That's someone we can hire, but we don't need. You're not there. Not there either. Yeah, it's not you either. Celia, so I guess this is a female troll. Interesting. I, for some reason, thought they were all male, but that was just a foolish assumption on my part. Where is this quest giver? That's Tarrant, who is... oh, is it? Is it this guy? Excuse me. Okay. That's why I was having trouble, because this house is named for Schmecker, but there are two people in here called Sandwind, including the quest giver. So let's, I guess, hand in that quest. Oh, and I think this is also the War Troll promotion quest. So he gives us the quest, and if we had any trolls in our party, they would be instantly promoted to War Trolls. But then he also offers to join you, and then subsequently, I think this guy will be the one who will do the promotion for you. Okay, that is done. What is next on our agenda? Can anybody level up? 3 of us can. Okay. Okay. So what should we do for the rest of this episode? I think we should make some more bounty progress. And we can do a bunch of things at the same time. Starting with, let's go to Balthazar there. We can do our training here. But we can also buy some diamonds. I think that's gonna be in this direction to get the magic shop. I'm learning my way around this place. Amulets of power. Fantastic.
It's not open.
It's not open. That kind of sucks. But
we got some good stuff here.
have you reset? I'm sure they have, because everything's full. Okay.
We got some good stuff here.
Let's keep on scumming until we
Hit the road.
get a diamond.
We got some good stuff here.
There we go. That's good enough for me. That's 2 skill points right there. And what else do you have? Spirit Lash. Ooh, that's... I'll even buy that, you know what? I'll buy Spirit Lash as well. E-ring. Not too interesting. Don't really care about that. Okay.
Thanks for the business.
It's a pretty decent haul. I'll give you Spirit Lash.
Very good.
I'll give you this diamond as well. And I don't think you have anything that's regenerating health. I don't think I have any either. I do actually. The helm gives me health regen, so I'll give this to you. And now I think maybe you're the only one who doesn't have. Okay, so who has more health? Almost the same amount. So the next item we find that gives a health regen boost, I will give to Blackthorn. But now... Now I need to... go to the training hall, which I think is here. Yes, it is. Fantastic.
Here for instruction?
Let's get our 3 people trained up.
Well done.
And let's put us in July,
Here for
which
instruction?
is fine.
Well done.
Still in July.
Here for instruction?
And
Well done.
I think we are still fine. Okay. Now let's go back to the magic shop because we will be able to buy another diamond. And I believe, in fact, definitely we will be able to do another bounty. Where are the... Okay. Even though I was going in the right direction, I somehow managed to convince myself that I was going the wrong way. Right, let's save in a different slot.
We got some good stuff here. Hit the road.
So this shop is not reset yet. Okay. Just checking, maybe.
Here for instruction?
Oh, bye. Let's maybe.
We got some good stuff here. Hit the road.
Okay, so it's still isn't resetting. All right. No worries. No big deal. No big deal. What am I putting points into? Excuse me. Dagger, but you don't have enough. You don't have enough. You're also okay. You can become Grandmaster in Spirit, which is gonna be something to do. Alright, now that we've done that, we've got to go back to Ravenshore. Gotta go to the Bounty Hunters Guild, and we've got to pick up another bounty. But we're not gonna pick up just any bounty they give us. And no, we're gonna save outside. And we're gonna wait for them. Well, we can't do this anyway because it's a Regnant Lieutenant. We haven't even unlocked the area that they appear in. So we're gonna keep doing this because it isn't set until until you actually go inside and talk to them. It essentially randomly generates a bounty for you to do. Greater Wererat is not gonna be... It's not going to be the most lucrative. Come on. Boulder? Really? Come on. You can do better than that, my friend. Akel? Come on. Come on, Bryant. Salamander. That's a huge amount. But what? Oh, I think salamanders are in... the Plane of Fire. I don't think we have access to them. Let me just check. I don't think they appear in the regular world. Salamander. So, think they show up in the plane, in the Chain of Fire. and the plane of fire. So the chain of fire is a place in the iron sand desert. All right, let's see if we can do this. Before we give up, let's see. This is going to be cutting it a little tight, but we're going to have to go back to the iron sand desert. Gonna have to go to the chain of fire, and we're gonna have to make sure that we run into a salamander. And if that works out, there's gonna be a sweet, sweet bounty in it for us. We're gonna have to be quick because we don't have that much time. We have one more day, like today and tomorrow basically, because otherwise it's gonna go into the next month and the bounty is gonna roll over. How do we get into the chain of fire? Well, there should be an entrance outside, right? Might as well pick up some more endurance. Some luck for me as well. Alright, so I believe one entrance to the chain of fire should be outside. Maybe. I don't want to kill these cyclopses. That would just be a waste. Maybe we do have to be... Excuse me, maybe we do have to be in here. So this is one entrance. Let's just go to the entrance that... Or maybe there is only one entrance, and maybe I'm mistaken in thinking that there's another exit. Alright.
I can't see anything.
You have Day of the Gods? Yes, we do. You can't see anything? Well, that's what we have Torchlight for. Oh. Don't want to be too close when we kill these Gogs, because they do explode. There we go, salamander done.
Got him.
And
I got it. That one was weak. Hey,
Ember Gog. Another salamander. Fire lizard. Okay, one thing I'm gonna test out is levitate. This should make us immune to traps. Yes. It also makes us immune to lava. Fantastic. And I guess we'll take some of this stuff.
Leave it.
Nope.
Worthless.
One of the chests in the chain of fire will have artifacts in it. I think that might have been the one. Unless there's another chest. Which there might be. Salamander down, Gogs down. Where did he run away? I guess here.
that one was weak.
There is a second. So where is this? Ah, I was here and I missed it. I knew there was another way to get inside. Okay, but anyway, that's the chain of fire. And I kind of glossed over how good levitate is. It's basically like water walk, except that it will work even on lava. Great spell, and it makes you immune to floor traps. Just an amazing spell, and I think that is... Ooh, that's only on expert level. That's really early to get such a powerful spell. Yeah, and it works on the entire party straight away. Amazing. Alright, now it's still early in the day. So let's head back to Ravenshore. Hand in our bounty. And I think that's going to be basically it for this video, I think. 6,900. That's fantastic. I'll save again. Can we? Yes, we are now novice bounty hunters. But we still need to do a whole lot more bounties before we can get further, and gained a bunch of experience for that. Everybody is ready to level up, in fact. Except for you, but you're very close. Very close indeed. Alright, I think that is going to be all for this episode. We'll, I think, hold on to our experience and then get a bunch of levels at once, rather than running over to level up every single time. I think that's going to be a more efficient way to handle it. But yes, that's a decision we can make in the future. For now, let's just wrap things up. We made some really good progress in this episode. We got some more skills trained up, and that, I think, we are almost completely done with this stuff. So that is a bit of a relief, because that really was... like, it wasn't the most exciting stuff to do, but it had to be done, and let's just be happy that it finally is done, and we got back to questing. We completed a side quest. We found the ancient troll homeland, and not only that, we made progress on our unmarked quest by earning the status of novice bounty hunters. And we're going to be hopefully completing that, like the rest of those ranks, not too far from now. It really depends on us getting good bounties. But yes, that really was a satisfying amount to get done in this episode, and I think this is a... yeah, it's... and yeah, this is a good time to close things off, so it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching.
Haven't seen one before.
If you enjoyed this episode, do consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying the series, do consider subscribing as well. But in either case, I do hope you're gonna stick around for, you know, for the next few episodes at least. You know, however much you want to watch. It's all up to you. But yes, regardless, until the next time, take care.